Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk. Back another video today, and today we're going to be recapping today's NBA clinching scenario. I've been doing for the last couple of days for the NBA. As you have a lot of things going on with teams clinching, teams being locked in the playoffs, the play-in, teams being eliminated. I've been recapping it after every days of NBA games, and we're gonna be going over the scenario, the clinching stuff. I don't even know what to call it. Clinching stuff, I guess. Clinching for today's NBA games. So for the Eastern Conference, everything is set. Eastern Conference, you ain't gonna see anything going on in the Eastern Conference in the next 2 days because everything is ready to go in the Eastern Conference for playoffs. Everybody, you will not see Eastern Conference, and you will not see anything change in the Eastern Conference in the next 2 days of basketball on Saturday and Sunday. Everybody's locked at where they are. The play-in matchups are set. You will, in the 10-9 game, you'll have the Chicago Bulls and the Toronto Raptors. In the 7-8 game, you'll have the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat. And then for your two playoff matchups that we know so far, you will have the 76ers and the Nets and the Knicks and the Cavs. Now, the Bucks and Celtics are still waiting on their matchups from the play-in games, but for the first 6 seeds, everybody are set. So the first 10 seeds in the playoffs, no one's going to move. So that's it. But still a lot of things that can change in the West. Nothing in the top 4, I believe, but 5 through 8 can change, I believe so. But that's really it in the playoffs in the West. Let's go over everything that was clinched. Atlanta is locked in as the number 8 seed with Toronto's 121-102 loss to Boston. Brooklyn clinches a playoff spot and locked into the number 6 seed with its 101-84 win over Orlando. Miami is locked in as the number 7 seed with its 114-108 loss to Washington. Toronto is locked in at the number 9 seed with its 121-102 loss to Boston. And then for the Western Conference, Dallas is eliminated from the playoffs or play-in, both with a 115-112 loss to Chicago. February 7th, they were the 4 seed. And today, April 7th, 2 months later, the Mavs are now the 11 seed, dropping 7 seeds, finishing the season 9-17 when they had Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. It was an awful thing that happened for this team. And going from a year ago being in the Western Conference Finals, being a couple games short from moving on to the NBA Finals, and now, and then you didn't even have Kyrie then, or Christian Wood. You just had Spencer Dinwiddie and Luka Doncic last year in the Western Conference Finals. Now they've added in Christian Wood and Kyrie Irving and Luka and Tim Hardaway Jr., a couple other good players, and they can't even make not even the playoffs, but not even the play-in. But Dallas kind of did lose this game on purpose because they want to finish top 10 in the draft, because if they finish top 10 in the NBA draft, then they get the pick, because if you remember a couple years back, the Mavs made a trading for Kristaps Porzingis, gave up a lot of draft picks for Kristaps Porzingis, and including this year's draft pick, and basically this year's draft pick was top 10 protected. And I don't think really anybody thought Dallas in 2023 would need a top, would be a top 10 team in the NBA draft, which, especially if they had Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, but they are, and they're the 10th worst team. They're listed as the 10th. They have the 10th worst record in the NBA, which it would, if in the draft, if you look at a mock draft, they're at pick 10. We still have to go through the lottery. And I think they could have a decent chance to get in the top 10, probably. But you still have to have that happen, and that's why Dallas they're playing this in a smart game. They're playing this for the future. Like, we're gonna try to get in the play-in, and it might not work. So Because, I mean, they could have tried to play this game out, try to get the win, try to get, the win against the Spurs, and then, but I think the Grizzlies were still gonna. I think the Thunder were gonna still beat the Grizzlies because the Grizzlies weren't gonna play their star players. The Grizzlies were gonna rest all their players. They had no reason to play their players, so the Thunder would beat the Grizzlies in that case. So, Dallas is eliminated with a loss to Chicago today. What else you got? Memphis is locked at the 2 seed with his 137-114 win over Milwaukee. And with the loss for Dallas, Oklahoma City is locked in as the 10 seed. And Sacramento is locked in as the number 3 seed. So for seeds, you have locked in the West. You have OKC locked as the 10. You have Memphis, Sacramento, and Denver locked as the 1, 2, 3. So I'm guessing now Phoenix is not clinched that number 4 seed yet, and I think with the Clippers loss, with the Clippers loss tomorrow against the Blazers, they would. So we'll see. Which I think there's not that great of a chance of that happening because the Blazers are not that great of a team, but we'll see. So that's really it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the video and today's clinching scenarios from today's games. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.